Vážení diváci, vítejte u další části našeho let's play na tuhle úžasnou hru, na tuhle tu geniální hru a na tu skoro asi nejlepší hru historie, a to je Zaklínač 3 Divoký hor. V minulé části jsme byli v Novigradu, dostali jsme se do Novigradu, našli jsme krále žebráků a tam jsme našli Tris, na kterou jsem se poprvé já moc těšil. Co se týká Tris a Jennifer, tak víte moc dobře, že to je tak 50/50. Někdo má radši Tris, někdo Jennifer, je to na každým z nás. Já jsem vyzkoušel za hraní zaklínačů, několika zaklínačů, opět 2 cesty. A tuhletu cestu si zvolím právě takovou, kterou já mám radši. Jo, já si volím prostě mezi nimi dvěma tu, kterou já mám radši, a tu, kterou mám rád já. Ale jestli koukáte na moje videa, koukáte na moje streamy a koukáte na tuhletu sérii ode mě, tak moc dobře asi víte, koho mám radši. A tím pádem to nebudem dál protahovat a jdeme rovnou do hry.
As the Emperor's spies told him, Ciri had reached Novigrad. A lone attempt to find her in the North's largest city would certainly fail. But Geralt had friends he could count on. The Witcher decided to contact Triss Merigold.
Tak, podíváme se hned na questy. Tak, questy tady máte s ním v Novigradu, že jo, pokračujeme dál. Po hlavním questu. Říká, vedlejších úkolů tam už toho trochu přibylo. Má 24. level, 26. 23. To je všechno na vyšší úrovně. Tady promluv s předákem to můžeme. A černá perla taky. To jsou všechno vedlejší úkoly. A samozřejmě zase nějaké zakázky, takže se na to tady celkem hromadí. Ale my půjdeme dál. Zatím teď jdeme zatím po hlavním questu. Tak a uvidíme, co nás čeká, nemine. Naděl snílku ve starém domě, tak jdeme. Chudá měšťanka. Nechtěla bys mě. Aha, to na ní čahat nemůžu.
Eternal fire pounding in my skull.
Just passing by, wanderer? Or do you seek something specific?
Who's asking?
Rudolf de Jonkier. Of those de Jonkiers, yes. My ancestors laid the foundations of this city. I now own its largest bank.
Didn't need a recommendation. Name would have been enough.
Father always said, all ought to know your merits, son. Don't hide them under a bushel.
I'm looking for Corinne Tilly.
Well, you've come to the right place, then. Corinne is inside. Been there for a few days, dreaming the home's history.
Aha.
Why do you need to know the house's history? You a historian or on a whim?
I bought this property a short while ago. Paid a pretty penny, I might add. Soon after, I witnessed disturbances. Led me to fear the home might be haunted.
What are the symptoms?
Oh, they vary. Giggling in the night, and furniture moving about in the attic, and last week... Well, you shan't believe it. I found human feces in the parlor.
No tak jdem.
I'd like to go inside, look around.
I don't usually let strangers rummage around my home. Twin swords, though. You're a witcher. You may enter, call that my whim.
No tak jako víš co, ty... Kdybys mě nepustil, tak ti asi těžko pomůžu, že jo?
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it.
Otázka je, jestli tam dolů nebo nejdřív nahoru, ale asi nejdřív nahoru.
Wake up. It's just a dream. Wake up.
The doll. The attic.
All right. Time to check the attic.
Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please. Stop. Go away. Don't do that. Leave it. Put it down, please. That's blood. Don't spill it. Please.
Tak tady jsme přišli. Tady potom můžeme dál nahoru.
Stop. Go away.
A tady máme ještě něco.
Leave it.
Proč to nemůže vlastně nic dělat? Nevadí.
Way to the next room's blocked.
Ty vole, Geralt, ty jsi takový dobytek, vole, ty prostě musíš vybrat úplně všechno, vole. Zůstane prostě nic, co bych nesebral, vole.
There was a cradle on the second floor. Wonder what would happen if I laid a doll in it. Another masterpiece. An oven and a blackened grate. Oh joy. A riddle. Guess I should find an oven.
A už máme kam na. A než vybereme tohle samozřejmě.
Boo! Did I scare you? Scared you, didn't I? Can tell you was scared. Big brave man scared of wee little Sarah. Ain't that funny?
I wouldn't do that anymore if I were you, Sarah. You might scare someone so bad they'll hurt you.
Why would someone hurt me? Having a spot of fun's not allowed anymore.
What are you playing?
That lady fell asleep, and I've sent her some horrible dreams. I'll not her wake neither. I can do that, you know. Funny, isn't it?
Very funny. Thing is, I gotta talk to the dreamer, so I'd like you to let her wake up.
Little Sarah doesn't want her to wake. Little Sarah wants to play.
No.
You're lucky. I know you're a harmless godling, but others might not know, and then...
And how'd you know I'm a godling, eh? How's that, eh? Eh?
If it looks like one and acts like one, trust me, you're a godling. You give the dreamer nightmares and won't let her wake up. Why are you tormenting her?
I'm not tormenting anyone. Scary dreams are great. What I love is when this big hen chases me. Hen's got these red...
Why do you live in a haunted house?
Tell you a secret. The house ain't haunted. Not one bit. I just pretend it is. Make everyone think that. It was sitting there all empty, so I moved in. Bigwig from the bank then came and bought it. I don't like bankers, especially not to live with, so I decided to give him a scare.
Gave the banker a really big scare. See, he paid a lot for this house and won't give it up easily, which is why you need to find another home.
I don't want to! I don't! I won't!
No, tak jo, tak se zkusíme dohodnout, ne?
Sarah, Novigrad's no place for a godling. But if you want to live here, that's your business. So let's make a deal.
A deal? What kind?
Leave the dreamer alone. In exchange, I'll tell the banker the house is haunted. For good, no way to lift the curse.
You tell him that? What if he doesn't believe you?
I'm a witcher. He'll believe me.
Yes, yes, yes! Do that and I promise not to bother your friend, not even a little. You're awfully nice, you know.
I don't hear that often. Thanks.
Now go wake that sleepyhead. I won't stop her. She'll get up.
Tak. No každopádně, než někam půjdeme, tak tady ještě můžeme probourat tuhle Ne, takhle ne. Pevnu.
Who are you?
Triss Marigold sent me to see you.
Gods. Horrible nightmares. I was supposed to dream the history of this house. Instead, I saw furniture. Hungry furniture that wished to devour me. I know it must sound foolish, but in the dream, well, it was all too real. And not at all amusing.
The work of a godling. She made people believe the house was haunted. Also injected your dreams with her little jokes.
And you managed to wake me. I feel fortunate.
We witchers have our ways.
I thank you very much. The dreams, they were awful. Any way I can pay you back?
There is, actually. I'm looking for a young woman who was seen in Novigrad.
I can certainly try to help. But I'll need to clear my head first. After those deranged dreams, I feel it's full of cobwebs. Find me at the Golden Sturgeon. I rent a room there.
All right. See you there.
Tak jo, tohle bychom měli. A půjdeme tomu Šaškovi říct, vole, že ten barák je v hajzlu.
The second sword. I saw Miss Corinne leave, but she refused to speak to me. Is the matter resolved? Or quite the opposite?
Ale to jí zase nemůžu tomu týhodce udělat.
A bit of both. A demon had captured Corinne. I managed to free her, but the house is still haunted.
Did Corinne dream of the building's past?
Yeah. Pretty horrid, apparently, though she refused to talk about it. Nobody should inhabit the place.
So many crowns I paid! Oh, well. It shan't put me in the poorhouse. Truth is, we're already dependent on the Black Ones, economically.
Tak jo. Co tady máme dál? Tady máme taky nějaký úkol. A každopádně máme noc, takže se vyspíme. Se není úplně ideální asi spát, vole, takhle. Takhle na ulici. Ale Geraltovi to nevadí, ten je zvyklý. Já jsem chtěl jít tam? Ne, to je jedno.
I met you, mate. Back there at Lockwood.
Huh? Got a problem?
V pohodě, já nedělám žádný přece špatný věci, já si jenom tady vykrádám všechno, co mi napadne.
Played at Horsan's den lately. Stop going there after they sold me dirty.
Washed your hair lately?
Dung that flows to the sewers, so the worst scum flow. So we militate it.
Got the courage to repeat that slander to my face?
Readily. You are a mutant, a freak, a useless relic of a bygone age that should be burned like a withered branch.
Pěkný.
How many people's lives have you saved? From Brooksay, from Leshens?
That has no bearing.
Asked you a question. How many? There's something to think about, folks.
Preacher's fierce in the mouth. Put holler at him and his tail slinks between his legs. Come on, people. Tail if you ate onions and oil.
Got my eye on you, white one.
Tak to bychom měli, to nebylo ani tak těžký, jsme jenom chtěli bu. Tady máme vývězku, tam máme druhou vývězku a další otazníka. Každopádně questy.
Well, well, look who's here. The White Wolf himself in my humble establishment. How can I be of service?
Můžu vyměnit peníze, jo? Půjčku, vyměnit peníze, Gwent a jdu obchody, aha.
Till next time.
Jsem myslel, že od něho si aspoň koupím nějakou kartičku, ono hovno. Ježiš, to jsem to zase tady vyšašil.
My wife won't believe me when I tell her.
You got booted first class. Sail to Skilligan at your age. None you when I am.
I see a
Look for your kind beyond.
to subdue.
Hiya. Hey, Whitey. Why'd your hair go white?
I'm in a rut. I've such a hard time finding inspiration. The seas are tossing.
Tady si.
A dream in here.
Never witnessed a seance like this before, let alone participated.
I will guide you. You must first achieve a kind of mental accord. I must ask some questions. You must answer them. It's important you're truthful. Answer from your heart.
To fine?
Let's begin.
To start with, tell me a memory you have of this woman.
What for?
Do as I ask, please. I need the strongest, most complete memory you have of...
Siri. The woman's name is Siri. I accepted a job once. Did it. Asked to choose my reward, I invoked the law of surprise. Never thought I'd actually meet the child promised to me at that time. Years later, I was in the Broccolon forest. Happened on a girl there. Didn't know who she was. The Dryads wanted to keep her, turn her into one of their own. But the Waters of Oblivion, they failed in her case. Ciri came out of Broccolon with me. I sent her back to her grandmother then. But already, I felt bound to her.
By destiny?
By something more.
Thank you. Would you be willing to share another memory?
Oh.
Yes.
No need to rush. We have time.
Ciri was orphaned during the Second War with Nilfgaard. Had no idea what to do with a young girl. So I did what I would have done with a boy and took her to Kaer Morhen. Figured some physical training, sword work, development of her stamina couldn't hurt. I remember her standing on a crumbling wall. A stone came loose, she lost her footing. Caught her at the last possible instant. Strongest memory, though, is of her coming out of her room one day, wearing a dress and claiming she was indisposed. Knew then that Ciri was maturing. It was unavoidable. I was lost in the face of that.
I see. Do you wish to tell me anything more?
Já už ne.
No. Let's continue.
You claim the woman has abilities. Tell me about them.
No já řeknu radši tu pravdu.
She's a child of the elder blood.
A descendant of bloody Falker. The rebel burned at the stake. The prophecies claim the world's destroyer will be born of the firebrand's cursed blood.
Pure legend.
Know when a legend transforms into prophecy? When it gains believers. I think you're right to be reticent in talking about the woman. I see. Do you wish to say more?
Ne.
No. Can we start?
Naturally. I knew you cared about her. But your tone, the emotions you so carefully conceal.
Let's continue, please.
Make yourself comfortable and try to relax. You must take my hand and talk of Ciri. Tell me where you think she might be. Who could be at her side?
Mm-hmm. If Ciri couldn't find me, I'm sure she would have looked for another friend.
Who do you mean?
Maybe Dandelion. They liked each other a lot. Dreamt of a swallow at first. After that, just nightmares.
At times the dreams can multiply. Show the past as well as the future.
The swallow. It symbolizes Ciri. She contacted Dandelion. I didn't know he was in town.
The poet. Heard about him. Someone left him the rosemary and thyme in their will.
Aha.
The rosemary and thyme? Where's that?
As you enter the city through the red light district, you come upon a bridge. The rosemary is just past it.
Dandelion inherited a brothel?
So I've heard.
Thanks for your help.
Good luck, Witcher. I hope you find your Ciri.
Tak dík.
Yes. Yes.
Tastes as sweet
That's
as
a
the
rat
first
for sure.
back in port. Taste the salt is gone, believe me.
Help some fellas out, Master. We're a bit of coin short another round.
'Cause we're comrades, see? Witcher, ain't you? We're butchers. You slaughter, we slaughter.
Except witchers earn more. Old villagers pitch in. Lords out with their purses. Ladies do like with their legs.
Guess I've been to the wrong villages. Dealt with the wrong lords and ladies.
Come on, don't make us beg. What's a witcher for anyways? It's to help men in need.
To jo, no.
Believe me, doing you a big favor by not giving you coin. Now let me through.
Whoa, Master. You best watch your words. We share a trade, but that don't mean you can treat us like dogs.
Shut it. You'll bring misfortune on us. He's a witcher, can't you see?
Out of my way.
We won't do it.
I will.
I'll not take orders from anyone. In fact, not the least afeard to teach a witcher some manners.
There we are.
Tvoje docela se drží na to, že je ožralej, jo.
Enough. We've seen your point, Master.
Go home. You're done here.
Za co bych jim dal prachy, vole, na chlastvo, když už takhle byli nalitý, že jo. Hele, takže úplně k hovnu by to bylo.
Just so we're clear, when you lose, you can't claim you don't got the coin to play.
A witcher? Oh, hear about the notice by chance?
Indeed. Going on some voyage looking for a companion, right?
Not just some voyage. Cross the sea. Mark this. When I got pressed into the infantry in 1242, I promised my beloved Let I'd return alive, whole, and with a pearl from Skellige. Not just any pearl either. A black one. The rarest and most precious.
Well, well. Ambitious.
Perhaps. But they were empty words. I came from the war. That one and the next. But I never fulfilled my promise. High time to change that. Or if not now, then when? Thing is, I've grown old in the meantime, as you see. Can't manage it alone. Need a strong shoulder to lean on. And a witcher's shoulder's as strong as they come. So, what do you say?
I don't know.
Plan's crazier than it is sane. But there's an irresistible charm to it. Offer me some pay and I'll help you out.
Don't you fret about coin. I brought home a good deal of it from various fronts. Say we meet in Skellige by the collapsed bridge near Arenbjorn. It's but a hop away from the bed where black pearls are born. Will that work for you?
Sounds fine. See you there.
Tak, to asi nemusím hned, ne? Ale další výbězka, tak já bych šel k té výbězce spíš. Tady mám těch questů málo, takže si rovnou aktivujeme i další.
Got right cabbage last night. Head feels like it's full of sauerkraut.
Aha. Já tam zatím nemůžu.
Child's at the mill. Another sleepless night. Boars.
There must be order.
One drink, all I had.
Tak dík.
Duty calls.
Don't be shy now. Looking doesn't cost a thing. There's plenty to behold. This here's a collection of wonders that belong to the mage Eramas. A once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
How do you get a hold of these? Never heard of a mage willingly parting with his treasures?
No one asked Eramas his will. He was burned at the stake a fortnight ago.
Strange they didn't burn his stuff with him. Witch hunters let you resell it just like that?
Why wouldn't they? These are common goods, some valuable only as collectibles, perhaps.
Tak jo, karty až potom.
All right, I get it. These items aren't actually common.
Rumor has it, each is an enchanted key.
Rumor happened to mention where to find the locks these keys open?
Sadly, no. What if I knew, you could hardly expect me to sell them.
Where did Eramas live?
At a lovely residence south of Oxenford. Badly damaged now, as he made the hunters pay dearly for his skin.
Show me what you have.
Dík. Si vemu. To na úkoly, jo. Si to vemu.
Show me what you have. Farewell. Statuette of a man. Wasn't carved, but produced using magic. Ought to ask Triss about it.
Tak. Teď opravdu jako rozmýšlím, kam dřív, ty krávo, já vůbec nevím, kam dřív. A třeba tady. Fakt nevím. Tady toho hodně. Už 14 level, takže zakázku můžeme říct co? Smrtící rozkoš. Taky můžeme. Takže bych to vzal tamhle teda.
You copper, look, we've got a pie.
By to sluší.
Aren't you too old to be out whoring? Aren't you too old to be out whoring?
Já nikdy.
Black ones, Redanians, as long as they pay and don't hit.
What grace, what style.
Got an itch needs scratching?
Eternal fire.
That so pretty, but he can't keep his hands off himself.
You'd normally pay for that.
Prostitut, jo. Haha.
Good day. What? Let's drink for it's nearly night.
Aren't you too old to be out whoring? Aren't you too old to be out
still
whoring?
aim to get 10 cases of SF.
Naturally. Really.
Ale popravdě ani já sám nevím, kolik mi je.
Must be a maid to that barber.
Of this I'm
To heal your daughter in a
no
day.
good.
White Wolf, welcome to the Passiflora. Oh, no sign of recognition in your eyes.
Greetings,
Don't fret. I'm sure I look quite different from when we last saw each other.
which was...
Oh, eons ago. You and Master Dandelion appeared, 2 halflings in tow. What a smash they were, the little chaps. We recount that night to this day.
So the, staff hasn't changed since then?
Oh, of course it has. It does so incessantly in this business. Burly Berthy married a merchant. Ella struck out on her own. And you'll likely find Cerise praying at the temple. I alone remain. So, shall I summon the girls? Just remember, this is a decent establishment. Pause to yourself to start with. And our girls are well-mannered. The range of subjects they discuss in detail, I myself find it daunting.
Actually, I'd just like to buy something.
Karty. Perfektní, to jsme přesně chtěli.
Any girl in particular you'd recommend?
You'd like Narcissa? Perhaps not the prettiest, but she's by far the most inventive. And as my dearly departed mother would say, the fun's not in the face.
I'd love to meet the rising generation of Passiflora buds.
Yes.
Tady máme jedno popátko.
Greetings to the honourable gentleman. Welcome. Make yourself at home. What have you come for? We're prepared to fulfill your every whim.
Nice meeting you.
Man running about town, gutting beggars and prostitutes. I've no doubt it's another of Menger's ideas for cleansing the city.
Black ones for daily.
Welcome, sir. We trust our
Hello,
charms and
Elfka.
skills will prove to your liking. What is it you wish?
You're an elf.
Easily recognized. I'm proud of it. Never thought to conceal it in any way.
From what I know, elves in Novigrad aren't exactly treated in a civil manner.
That's putting it lightly. But this is not the place to discuss that. You've come seeking pleasure, not to hear complaints.
Tak příště třeba, hele.
Take care of yourself. Might be back.
Žuj nějaký nervy třeba, nebo...
Man running about town, gutting beggars and prostitutes. I've no doubt it's another of Menger's ideas for cleansing.
Já budu chtít, tak přijdu, jo? Teď ne. Ale s elfkou to stojí za to jako stojí za to, že to zkusit.
We can go at it here or at my place.
You'd normally pay for that.
Tak, no a tam nahoru jsme se ještě nedostali ani. A ještě někde měla ten dům Triska, že jo? Tady měla Tris dům do prdele. Já vím, že Tris měla dům někde tady. Že to bylo někde tady. Tady možná. To nahoru nám to nejde, tak to zkusíme. Musíme najít Tris. Si nepamatuju přesně, kde bydlela, ale vím, že to bylo někde jak... Zamčeno, jo.
Don't touch me. Ow! Watch where you step.
My answer is no. Don't ask me again.
Time to invest in rubies.
Why the googly eyes? Got a case of the
Your
bloat.
reputation precedes you, Geralt.
Možná to bylo ještě někde, i možná tady takhle. Já vím, že někde tam ten dům jela a vím, že tam bylo docela schovaný to bylo. Je! Já si můžu dát vlasy. Já si můžu dát vlasy, pojďte. To jsem vždycky chtěl. A holič, pojď kámo.
Greetings to the honourable gentleman. Razors, scissors, knives, ground to sharpness mere moments ago.
Need a trim. Think you can manage?
Oholit určitě. Úplně hladce mi ohol. To je ono. A ostříhat. Tady to chci. Takže jsem se vždycky dával ohled po stranách a vždycky si jenom ten... jenom ten copánek, ten to... No to je ono.
So long.
No to je ono, hele, teď už mu to sluší víc. To je hned omlátnu.
Ugh. Those children are a plague.
Myslím, že to bylo tady, že tady zbydlela, ale... Jak si je to zavřený? Teda pokud si pamatuju dobře. Jo, to bylo někde tady.
Hey, to leave this city, son.
Plácáci nech, vole. Na obložený chléb ze šunkou, jo. Tyhle, to mě zajímalo, kam to dával, vole, do kapsy, ne? Tak. A my jsme šli za tou tady se ještě podívat a vím, že ty baráky, že to bylo někde tady, ale nejsem si úplně jistý.
Father of all, hear my prayer, grant my plea, bring my husband back to health.
To je jedno, kašlu na to. Jdem si udělat úkol. Navštívíme ji jindy.
Any needs, master?
Behave, Witcher.
I'm here about the contract.
Oh, well, a night patrol got massacred. Tough men, the lot, armed to the teeth. A beast, must be.
Must? What makes you say that?
Have you seen the corpses?
Bodies buried yet? Where?
Orders were to burn them. Our medic was to take a look first, talk to him. He's at the docks now.
See what I can do.
We'll pay you. The boys and me, we pulled what we had for a reward.
Stejně bydla tady někde, mě to nedá, ale já se musím podívat, protože vím, že tam někde tady zbyla. Ten barák fakt měla a ona mi říkala, že ji můžu přijít navštívit, že jo? To proč bych si ji nepřišel navštívit, pro boha. Pokud se zase netoulá někde v prdeli, jo.
Why buy tomorrow what you can buy today?
Sakra, pamatuju, že to byl takový. Ten barák byl takhle bílej. A že se šlo takhle dolů, to musí být ono. Jo, to bude ono. Aha, tak jsme ji našli.
Yes? Who are you here for?
Triss.
Told her from the start. No men, no pets. 'Tis a decent house for decent folk.
Don't worry, won't stay long.
Se tady pohostíme sami.
Oh, you frighten me.
Tak jsme ji našli. Mršku mojí. Tady je. Tak, tady si přečtem všechno. Poslední přání, no. Teď se podívám, co tu máš. Tak tady si ty, moje mrško. Nemáš megaskop, viď?
Yes, Geralt?
See, you kept the rose of remembrance I gave you in Flotsam.
Seems so long ago. Probably because so much has changed.
So, sentimental value. That why you kept it?
Partly, though more as a warning.
Been in Novigrad long?
Long enough to know how not to get caught and survive.
And before you came here, where were you?
Oh, places where I managed to get by without your help too. Which doesn't mean I'm not happy to see you.
Aha.
Look what I picked up.
Artifact compression. Someone got themselves enchanted in this figurine.
Intend to decompress?
Of course. Whoever cast the spell on the poor soul must have forgotten about him.
Looks like a nobleman.
Could be just that. Come with me. I can't perform the ritual here. Everything's ready. Let's get to work.
Let's try it. Think it's a nobleman.
Be on your guard. It could be something far more dangerous.
In Allen, Dwana, ar Ice.
No! Coral, no! I can explain everything!
Coral?
I never looked at the lass. You are my one and only. Oh, you're not Coral. Some succubus. A delusion. Where am I?
Aha.
So Coral enchanted him. Just like her.
If there's a more vindictive sorceress, I don't know her. Well, except maybe...
Coral's not here. In that case, come to me, succubus.
What is your name?
We're in Novigrad. Novigrad.
In Novigrad? Last I recall, I was in Oxenfurt, and Coral was furious. How can she demand fidelity when she herself is wanton as
youthful goats.
Exactly. Damn it! I feel as if I've been trampled by a herd of cattle. I've no notion what she did to me, but it seems you've delivered me from my misfortune. Here, take this. Have a good time. Paint the town Coral.
Whose taste has grown worse since you were sleeping with her. Come on, the kind-hearted gentleman will get along fine on his own.
sweet thing.
Tak se ještě podívám, ale myslím si, že teď se s ním bavit nebude. Já mám docela naštvaná, ale já se ani nedivím. Vysrat se na ní 6 měsíců, leto. Komu by se to líbilo?
Yes, Geralt?
So long, Triss.
Tak jo, vážní diváci, a tady ukončíme tento díl. Samozřejmě komu se tahle část, komu se moje video líbilo, nezapomněte dát like, potěší, když dáte odběr a uvidíme se příště u dalšího dílu Zaklínače 3. Mějte se moc hezky a všem přeju pěkný den.